there, this is TheRubyRevolution. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another Q&A session. This one's for 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscriber special is absolutely amazing. It seems like 5 minutes ago that we had the 500 Q&A. Thank you everybody which has been, again, like subscribing, watching my videos, come checking out with my live streams and everything. Big, massive thank you. I love all you guys. So thanks for stopping by and checking out my content. Now I'm also going to do today the giveaway results for the Sumoa SM pack as well. So stick around for the end of the video to find out if you've won the Sumoa, as well as either 1,000 golden eagles as well. But anyway, on to the questions, because we have a lot of them to get through today, so this is going to take a bit of a time. Hardy asks, what is the most enjoyable air tech tree to grind in War Thunder? Oh god, I don't even know with this one, because there's so many good aircraft and there's so many different tech trees, and a lot of them I grinded a very long time ago, so I really don't know. I'm probably going to say Sweden, purely because it's the most recent one that I grinded down, and I really did enjoy grinding down Sweden. It was a nice refreshing change and a very good tech tree as well. And then when you get to the end of it, you get the Draken, which is obviously the sexiest jet in the game. Shinfoni asks, most hated vehicle in War Thunder? There is a lot of vehicles which I do not like in War Thunder. A lot of them spring into mind, so I'm going to reel them off here. The R3, the 3.7 with the anti-air, that one is like universally hated. RU251, that one's not as bad as what it used to be, I think. The Abiel, I did a video on why I'd hate that vehicle, although it's not as bad as it used to be as well, I think. And then the G91 R3, that thing is just pure fucking cancer, and that can go die in hell for all I care. Rowan asks, who is your all-time biggest TV or movie character crush? Can anime be included with this? I'm not sure if anime could be included with this, but in terms of like actual like actor or actresses, one of my favorites is definitely Chris Hemsworth. Doesn't matter what he's in, absolutely just godlike. He's so goddamn good looking. In terms of anime waifus, it's definitely Rhea Scremry from High School DxD. She's just absolutely amazing, and she's just the epitome of everything that I love about anime waifus. But yeah, there we go. Silver Rose asks, if you could own one military vehicle, what would you own? No restrictions other than only one. Oh, so many choices. Do I take a tank, do I take a ship, or do I take an aircraft? I think I'm going to go with an IS-2, purely because I just love the IS-2 so much. I know the Russian 122mm bias. What could possibly go wrong with an IS-2? Absolutely nothing. Pandita asks, what do you think is the answer to the Fermi paradox? I had to look at what this is because I wasn't actually sure, and it's basically, do you think there's aliens or not? And the answer is yes, I do think there's actually probably aliens out there. Because with all the billions of galaxies, all the billions of stars, there just cannot be. There has to be somewhere with those right conditions to have life somewhere on a different planet. Ace Verco asks, what is your outlook on the future like? Now this is definitely an interesting question with like everything going on right now with COVID and economic downturns of Black Lives Matters and all that stuff. But Rebels wants to be one of optimism rather than pessimism. So in the next 5 to 10 years, hopefully we'll be going back to the moon, which would be absolutely fantastic to see, and then hopefully onto Mars, which would be absolutely amazing if Elon Chang can get us there. Obviously got things like electric cars as well, of like Tesla, and more green energy initiatives, which is obviously good for the planet. And then hopefully with a lot of like social things, more equality between people and more social acceptance of like maybe different people, not as naming any names, but yeah. So hopefully optimism rather than pessimism, and hopefully we can all get along. Iron Nation asks, what do you prefer, Girls and Panzer, Azur Lane, or Ruby? Now this is a very hard question because I do absolutely love all of these, and I'm probably going to say Ruby because it's the first one I watched out of all of them, and I've always been a massive Ruby fan, and I named my channel pretty much after Ruby and I have Ruby stuff everywhere, so it's definitely Ruby. Definitely Ruby. Ollie Tech Tips asks, what is your go-to flavour of ice cream? Here we go, now we're on to the important questions. What ice cream does Ruby like? And to be honest, it's anything Ben & Jerry's, doesn't matter. To be honest, with ice cream, it doesn't matter what ice cream it is. As long as I have ice cream, I will be happy. And we'll leave it at that. Symphony with another question, what are my predictions for War Thunder patch 1.103? In terms of like vehicles, which I think will be coming into the game very soon, because obviously this will be the big patch at the end of the year, so it's obviously going to probably be a pretty big update. I think there'll be a new naval check tree, probably either France or Sweden probably will come in that update, and I think probably we might start pushing into the next level of jets as well. Probably see the MiG-23 because I think that's probably the next logical step. I thought that might have come in this update. I was a little bit sad that it didn't, but I'm sure that'll be coming sometime soon with the new radar guided munitions all over the place now, so that opens up new possibilities for new vehicles being added. In terms of like tanks and everything, there's very much limited now in like how much further they can push into the future, because they're already pretty much into like the 1990s. So maybe T90, I know that's called out for a lot. Maybe though, if they add that in, they'll probably get like something like the Leopard 2A6 as well. So definitely lots of possibilities there. Hopefully, what I'd ideally want is new game modes, new better maps, and changes to the maps which are already in the game, but I think that's probably wishful thinking for Gaijin at this point. Amaterasu Eyes asks, top 10 favourite military vehicles. Okay, I'm just going to reel off 10 off the top of my head, which I can think of, which I do really like. We definitely got the De Havilland Mosquito, Harrier, English Electro Lightning, or BAC Lightning. In terms of like modern tanks, Challenger 2, I do have quite a soft spot for the Charlie 2. I do really like the Object 279 because it's such a weird Russian vehicle. The Lane 40T, always love that vehicle, that's absolutely amazing. Tornado, Panavia Tornado, I really do like that jet as well. MiG-23, I do actually really like the MiG-23. I think that's a really cool Russian aircraft. In terms of American aircraft, what's my favourite American aircraft? Oh, 84. I do love the 84. That's number 9. And one last one, or maybe for like Italy something, automatic. There we go. Who doesn't love the automatic? Burner581 asks, do you see War Thunder Naval ever getting fixed? If so, what would be required to fix it? Oh god, War Thunder Naval. This question gets asked to me quite a lot, to be honest, with how to fix War Thunder Naval. It's not like I don't want to hate War Thunder Naval, and I think a lot of people are that. Loads of people want to play War Thunder Naval, and I know some people do enjoy War Thunder Naval, and there's a lot of potential there, like a lot of War Thunder. There's a lot of potential there for a really good game mode, but it's let down, especially by really poor maps and the really poor UI, which can be kind of annoying, and sometimes when you're like, especially when you spawn in and you're already under attack from people from spawn to spawn, I think that's one of the main issues, especially top tier. It's not so bad as low tier when everyone's got the little torpedo boats and everything, but especially at high tier when you literally spawn in and under attack, definitely not the way to go. So definitely making the maps bigger, definitely making the maps a lot bigger. Maybe like more enduring confrontation type stuff, which seems to work pretty well for naval. Also, like with the UI, I know where they've gone with the UI with that sort of thing, because they make it more historically like accurate and more realistic, but it can kind of get frustrating sometimes. And I know World of Warships is definitely more arcadey, but that kind of system definitely works a lot better and is a lot easier to use. But there's just so many things with naval which are just frustrating, which I just can't even go into here. And also, I don't really play enough War Thunder Naval to really give the best opinion on it either, so we'll just leave it at that for now, I think. Vibes asks, what is your favourite aircraft to work on as an engineer and why? Interesting enough, I've only ever actually worked on Eurofighter Typhoons. I've been working on this for like 5 to 6 years now, and I haven't worked on any other platform at all, apart from when I was learning my trade where I worked on Jaguars, and I've said that before. So it's got to be Typhoon, because that's the only one I ever actually worked on. In terms of aircraft I would like to have worked on, which aren't in service anymore, definitely the Tornado, the Panavia Tornado. I kind of missed out from that because obviously I retired it. Was it last year they retired it? I can't remember exactly, but I just missed out on being able to get it and work on those, which is definitely a shame. Also, like stuff like the Harrier, I would have loved to work on the Harrier, but they retired those in 2010 before I joined up. And then further on in the past, things like the Nimrod. I do love the Nimrod, it's absolutely gorgeous looking aircraft. Or further back in time, things like the Phantom or the English Electro Lightning, would have loved to work on those as well. But yeah, that's before I'm born, so I can't really complain too much with those. Yuga asks, I'm growing the French tech tree and running out of silver lions. Any recommendation of making more silver lions in a match? If you're grinding the tech trees for France, especially the ground tech tree, you're going to be definitely struggling to make silver lions because all the repair costs, which are absolutely extortionate for a lot of French vehicles. The best way to do it, if you really want to do like that sort of stuff, you have to grind and play their battle ratings, which don't have the best repair cost, or the battle ratings which you enjoy playing as well. In terms of like vehicles I suggest to get to make silver lines in the game. I normally suggest to get aircraft rather than tanks because the games are normally a bit quicker and you normally find that you can make the silver lines quicker. And I definitely recommend the JU288. I do absolutely love that vehicle for making money, and I've done a video on this as well, so go check that out if you can't afford that, because that's like a 5.7 premium. And the Japanese 2.7 Corsair, that's a pretty good aircraft for grinding stuff. Or if you do want a low tier bomber, the BV238 is also a pretty good aircraft as well for grinding out those silver lines. Samuel Comaneci asks, what are my hobbies outside of War Thunder? So I'm a really boring person for the most part, and I don't really do that much in terms of like hobbies wise. I do like fitness a lot. I do a lot of running, maybe like 4 to 5 times a week, up to like half marathon sort of standard I've got up to now. In terms of other stuff, obviously like anime a lot, so I watch a lot of anime in my spare time, or just playing other games apart from War Thunder, mostly World of Warcraft. That's more like go-to chill game. I'm also playing the new Total War Try at the moment, so definitely games in there. In terms of like other stuff, I do like shopping, clothes shopping. Does that count as a hobby? I guess that sort of counts as a hobby. And maybe like seeing friends getting drunk. Who doesn't like getting drunk? And we'll add that to the list as well. So Tora Rahim asks, what's your best tank for you in top tier? In terms of what the best vehicle is for top tier, I think it's down to like personal choice really for the most part. One vehicle might work out better for you than the other. Definitely the SRV 122 is on that list, probably like one of the best vehicles in the game, and that's definitely reflected in the repair cost, which is absolutely extortionate. But is that vehicle fun? And I'm going to say for me personally, probably not. And it's actually the sweetest 40mm, but like the SRF 90C and the SRF 9056, which I really do enjoy playing. So 40mm Bofors, doesn't matter about what vehicle it's on, definitely those for me at top tier. Jack Cohen asks, what is your favorite types of sweets? Ooh, Rubles definitely has a massive sweet tooth, and I do like sweets a lot. It's one of my weaknesses, sugar, so that's definitely a good question for me. I'm going to say Skittles. I absolutely love Skittles, although I do start feeling sick after I get about 3/4 of the way through the bag, so that's definitely not a good thing. But yeah, it's definitely Skittles. Ingenious Orange asks, why did you start playing War Thunder? Were there any other games similar to it that you've been interested in? I actually started off playing World of Tanks, which I picked up in like 2012 maybe. I started playing that, and I played a lot of World of Tanks up until like 2013 because some of my friends at my work at the time were playing it. But then I started getting into and watching stuff on YouTube, and I got into the Mighty Jingles. A lot of you might know who he is. And he was doing like a War Thunder video. Back then it was just the aircraft, and it was playing arcade. Like, I think it was in a Beaufort, if I remember correctly. And I was watching this going, oh my god, this game looks amazing. And he was like, it's free to play. I was like, I'm definitely downloading this. And there it began. That's when I started playing War Thunder, so I best we can blame Jingles for all the rage I've had since then. In terms of like when I really started to play it, it wasn't until probably about 2015-ish, 2016-ish that I really started picking up. And then definitely when I started doing this with YouTube, I spend a lot of time now playing War Thunder, which is, it drives my mind insane, and it really just tests my sanity. But it's my choice, so there we go. I guess I only have myself to blame. Tessa asks, what is your favorite vehicle you play to relax? In terms of my chill vehicle with War Thunder, it's definitely the JU288. I just play that vehicle when I want to chill out, when I want to grind some silver lions and not put my effort into the game. So it's definitely that vehicle, and I highly recommend it if you want to have a little bit more of a relaxed experience rather than playing some of the rage-inducing vehicles which War Thunder normally is. Source asks, do you have a favorite anime/series? My favorite anime is 100% Steins Gate. I absolutely love Steins Gate. Absolutely fantastic anime, and it's just definitely on my stream in terms of like the subject matter in it, which is all about time travel. In terms of like other things, because obviously different genres and everything like that, I really do like RE0 as well, which is like I have loads of like figures and stuff. But I really do like a lot of different animes. In terms of like TV stuff, I really enjoyed like Game of Thrones until like the last season. I read a bit of a nerd for like Star Trek and things like that as well. In terms of like movies, really do love the Alien franchise. Absolutely love the Alien franchise, although some of the later ones weren't quite as good. Also Star Wars, big massive Star Wars nerd. So yeah, there's lots of things in there which Ruby likes, I guess. Keita Kowaleski asks, what new vehicle would you like to see added to War Thunder? Okay, for this one I'm going to go with like one air vehicle and one ground vehicle. I think in terms of air vehicle, I'd love to see the Harrier in game because I have an absolute soft spot and it's one of my favorite aircraft. So definitely the Harrier. In terms of like ground vehicles, maybe something like World War I sort of style would be pretty interesting. I know that probably won't come into the game, but maybe like the British Mark V, something like that would just be so funny to see. Obviously it wouldn't be the most effective, but it would be pretty fun. Maybe it's like an event mode or something like April Fools. That would be quite fun to see maybe. Spec S asks, what is your favorite jet fighter and why? Ooh, this is a really good question because I have so many different jet aircraft which I absolutely love from a different time periods. But I'm going to go with the Hawker Siddeley Harrier. Like I said in like a question a second ago, I absolutely love the Harrier. It's absolutely an amazing looking aircraft, absolutely gorgeous, so unique in its design, and I really love the engineering behind it as well. Just the footage of it and like the Falklands War and everything really does stick with my mind quite a lot. So yeah, Hawker Siddeley Harrier. Please get it into War Thunder Gaijin. Please, I want it in the game. Adam Brosmus asks, now the most important question, waffles or pancakes? I think this is a silly question because clearly best demon waifu Lucifer loves pancakes, so it's clearly going to be pancakes, I think, for the answer to this. Tobias asks, what is my favourite Fleet Air Arm World War II aircraft? In terms of Fleet Air Arm aircraft during the Second World War, there's so many terrible ones which are absolutely horrendously bad. But I think there's only one aircraft which could possibly get chosen for this, and it has to be the Fairy Swordfish or the Stingbag. What's an absolutely incredible obviously aircraft, absolutely amazing. And I think if it hadn't disabled the Bismarck, it would have just been another aircraft which would have been completely forgotten about, and not that many people would talk about it. It's just incredible how one event can just change the outcome of like everything, where it comes to like whether an aircraft is remembered or it's just like completely forgotten about. What is your favorite vehicle slash lineup in War Thunder? Which vehicle do you do best in? I've had a quick look and my most placed vehicle is actually the Leopard L44, which is absolutely disgusting and I should be absolutely ashamed of myself. Also the Type 74G is up there as one of my most played and good vehicles, and also the Lorraine 40T, which I have a really good kill to death ratio in that thing. In terms of my favorite lineups, definitely 5.7 Russia I really enjoy playing, or 5.7 China because they have Russian vehicles plus a lot of other good stuff like the M18 at the same BR. Also like 6.7 America, that's a really good fun lineup, or 7.7 like Sweden, that's also a really good lineup with like the cheese wedges as well. So definitely some good options there in terms of my favorite lineups and that in War Thunder. Okay, I'm pretty much out of time now, I think, for answering questions in this Q&A session. I don't want this video to run for too long. So big thanks to everybody that has asked a question with this Q&A. Maybe when we get to 10,000 subscribers, which is just ludicrous to think about, we might be able to do another Q&A and another big giveaway then. In terms of the actual current giveaway, I remember I was giving away the Sumoa SM pack as well as 2 runner-up prizes of 1,000 Golden Eagles for PC. Tim Kibruk and Ellis Simpson, you are both one of 1,000 Golden Eagles each, so congratulations to both of you. Please contact me on my Discord or like comment in the below or some way, or try to contact you so I can gift you 1,000 Golden Eagles. In terms of the Sumoa SM pack, which is obviously the big prize in this giveaway, Samuel Comaneci, you have won the Sumoa SM pack, so big congrats to you, well done. Same again, please contact me on my Discord or comment below so I can contact you to gift you your prizes. Big thanks to everybody that answered questions and gave questions with the Q&A, and everybody that entered in the draw. Hopefully better luck next time, but I will be doing other giveaways as well as like Twitch giveaways as well, so please check out for those. Thanks again everybody for 1,000 subscribers. I absolutely love you all, and it's just a great little community we've got going on here, and it's absolutely fantastic. But until the next one, please like, comment, share, all that good stuff guys, and I'll catch you in the next one sometime soon. Love you all, bye.